Hello and good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining tonight's live Q&A session. Similar format to last week's live session. I'm going to take you through the 6-month Elite Trader Training Program, and at the end, you're going to have the chance to ask any questions you like. So this session really built for those sitting on the fence, want to learn more, have got questions for me. Like I said, this is your time now. So we will get straight into me recapping what the 6-month trading program is all about. I've got a bit of a slideshow here, so let me just switch the pages. Here we go. And just going to recap the challenge structure. So this is a 6-month program. I see it as a two-pronged attack for anyone joining. One is the challenge itself, which is a futures trading based challenge, and the other is developing yourselves out as your own independent trader over that 6 months. So let's focus in on the challenge to start with. You're going to start with a $100,000 simulated futures account using Ninja Traders. We'll be trading mostly CME markets. And every 2 months, the 6 months are into 3 blocks. You'll be challenged to hit a 5% P&L return plus my performance grading system score of greater than 70%. It's all going to be very transparent, that, and you would get the structure of the scoring before we start, and you'll be able to track progress in real time. And then once you've past, say, this first block, you'll scale up the 100k to 150k and then through to 200k on the simulated account, all with those same objectives of hitting the 5% and scoring greater than 70%. And then at the end of the 6 months, based on your score, you'll be offered a 250, 300 or 400k live account. If you don't fully pass, don't worry, you still may qualify for the 100, 200 for a 100, 200k live funded account, depending on your score. What I think is important about this challenge is that I've gone to a prop firm and got the rules set up how I think is as realistic to the real world of trading as possible. So there's no silly daily loss limits, no auto lockouts, no unrealistic rules. So like I said, I'm trying to make it as realistic to my own personal professional trading experience as possible. So I think that in itself is a unique feature of this whole setup. But then on top of that, there's cash prizes and recognition. We got up to $10,000 in cash prizes for the top overall performer. There's some sub prizes as well during each of those 2-month blocks, and then the entire journey is going to be partially documented on my YouTube channel as a behind the scenes type series. You can remain anonymous if you want, but it's to show the outside world, a bit similar to the Turtles experiment, if you're familiar with that, back in the 1980s, how people can be turned from, a limited knowledge maybe of trading, or have the objective of wanting to become a trader, and we can turn them over that 6-month period into successful traders. Now, how is this 6 months run? Well, in terms of the 6-month program, you've got 2 group seminars, 2 lectures per month. We're going to heavily weight them up front for information learning purposes, because you want to get stuck into the competition. All are recorded and available on replay, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world. We've already got people signing up from all over the planet. And then on top of that, we get individual one-on-one coaching sessions with the participants. We have regular reviews, and I build up right from scratch a trading plan for you guys that suits your objectives, suits what you want to learn. We can build that off the site, like I said, to develop you out as your own trader, but also help you get through the competition as well. And as it says there, this program is backed by US broker / US fund. And you're also going to have direct access to me during live market hours. So think of me as like your own personal mentor for 6 months. I'm going to be, on your case for that period. I'll be able to see all your trades live, see what you'll be up to. I'll be getting in touch saying, and asking you questions about what's going on, and you'll be feeding me back information as well. So it's a real good intensive learning process, and I think that's how it should be. But I just want to reiterate there at the bottom, note that the challenge is trading futures, but I appreciate not everyone wants to trade futures maybe in the long term. You might want to do options, might be an algorithmic trader. Lots of different options for you there that we can also build out on the side and develop that over that 6-month process. Just to note that whatever you do trading wise outside of the challenge doesn't go towards any of the prizes. So how much does this cost? Well, it costs £10,000, no hidden costs, no monthly fees. It's limited only to 20 serious traders. Now taking deposits. I'm closing the deadline for this within the next week or so by next week it'll all be closed, just because I want to get the cohort of people locked in, finalized, and concentrating on the development there and getting the course up and running. So if you are interested, get in touch. And if, like I said, you got in touch, we then set up a quick 40-minute Zoom call, go over any further questions you have, talk about your goals, skills, training experience, mindset, why you want to do it, that sort of thing. And then after that call, you want to go ahead, we go ahead and get you booked in. It's as simple as that. But like I said, this is closing off very, very soon, taking deposits now to get the places all locked up. So if you want to do it, get in touch fast, because, this might be just a one-off time. I don't know. We're going to see how it goes. If it's successful, I might run it again, but I might not. So, now's the time to strike while the iron is hot, as they say. It's your opportunity. So that is pretty much it on the 6 months plan. Hope that's clear. See a few of you in the room at the moment. Have we got any questions? I'm going to throw it over to you. Now's your chance to ask me anything you like on the matter. Just before, I'll give you some time to think about that. Let me just flick back to this page. There's the contact information, info@thestophunter.co.uk. If you want to email me after this, there's your chance, info@thestophunter.co.uk. Get on to me there. So, questions, anybody? Have we got any questions? Now is your chance. Like I said, this will be the last time I do a YouTube event like this. I'm closing the doors on the intake. Maybe a couple more emails you might see coming my way, but I want to get this done and dusted. We got a question in. I am in the US. How would the timing work? It would work very well, because we're trading CME futures, so US markets primarily, so you wouldn't miss out on there. And in terms of learning, most of the sessions will be done, I would say, early evening UK time, which is morning US. But if you miss them for, or maybe even lunchtime US, if we go a bit later, but if you miss anything, it's all recorded. You're going to have access to all the recordings at any time you want, so you can watch it back anytime. And in terms of one-to-one sessions, we've already got people in the US signed up. We arrange something that works for both of us to meet regularly on the monthly basis. And like I said, you get WhatsApp into me in market hours, Monday to Friday, to talk to me as well. So I don't think that's a problem there, Gatsam. So I hope that answers that question. Anything else from anybody? No question is a silly question in my world. So however, whatever you've got on your mind, get it out there. I'm quite happy to answer it. So in terms of the content of the course, I'll be teaching you everything from technical analysis, strategy design, risk management, trading psychology. It's the whole gambit thrown into one big package, because you're going to need all those skills to be successful. It's my 30 years of, or near 30 years of doing this, and I'm quite excited by it. I want to see if I can teach people how to become really successful traders. I think it's an opportunity to see whether my material and learning stuff is good and transmissible into the real world of trading. I've been trading very well using it for a long time. Now offering it out there to others. So it's really, a lot of information I'm downloading to you, a lot of experience in that 6-month window. And like I said, at the end, hopefully you'll achieve your objectives and you'll be much better traders for it. Do we have any other questions? This really is your last chance to ask me live, unless you want to hit me up by email. If not, like I said, this is the last window of opportunity for this sort of live stream event around this 6-month Elite Trader training program. So I'll hang around for another couple of minutes. If nothing else comes in, we call it a day. This recording will be up on the YouTube channel if you want to watch it again for reference. Don't worry about that. Have we got anything else out there? No, I can't see anything else coming in the questions. One last reference back to the contact information: email info@thstophunter.co.uk. Like I said, closing off places by next week, so if you want to join in, now's your chance. Like I said, this is the last session I'm going to be doing like this on YouTube, so I can't see anything else coming in. So thank you all for joining me this evening. Hope to see you on the challenge. Look forward to coaching and mentoring you if you do decide to join. I think it's a great experience, great opportunity. Access my experience, network, skill set that hopefully can make you into profitable, successful traders. So with that, wish you all a good night and hopefully catch up with you all soon. Good night.